And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Brian O'Brien here on 106.3 FM. We have some breaking news out of Bell County, Kentucky. Once again, we have breaking news out of Bell County, Kentucky. Glad to have you here on this Tuesday. This is Tuesday, November 25th. We have some breaking news out of Bell County Circuit Court. A plea agreement has been accepted, not only by the defendant, prosecutor, but now the judge in the baby Elena death case. 17-month-old baby Elena died in 2023. July 28th of 2023, Elena was taken to the Middlesboro ARH hospital, and due to the extreme nature of her injury, she was flown to East Tennessee Children's Hospital, where she died days later, July 30th of the same year. It was determined that Elena suffered a blunt force trauma to the back of her head approximately 48 to 72 hours before being taken to the emergency room. As we've covered before, the child's mother, Erica Lawson, was originally charged by Middlesboro Lieutenant Barry Cowan and Officer Caleb Ayers with manslaughter, criminal abuse to a child under 12, failure to report child abuse, and wanton endangerment, but she was later sentenced after taking a plea agreement in May of this year to 20 years in prison as a violent offense for the first count of murder. She was also sentenced for failure to report child-dependent negligent or abuse, resulting in a 90-day sentence to run concurrent with her first count. Her charge of wanton endangerment first degree resulted in a 5-year sentence to run concurrently with the first count. Lawson agreed to cooperate in the case against Gallahan, and today was his day. It was determined that he was directly involved in the events and the conduct that led to the death of the child. So a plea agreement has been accepted. Now, before we get to what the plea agreement was, I'm going to just remind you what was said in court today. He was with his public defender and his lawyer, Greta Atherton, via Zoom from Clay County, Kentucky. Judge Keith Nagel said during the case that a trial would not get us any closer to knowing what actually happened to this child. This was when he was contemplating accepting the plea agreement of 44-year-old Harvey Gallahan in the death of the 17-month-old child. The agreement was brought to light by Commonwealth Attorney Mike Taylor. Taylor also said in court that there was no evidence of a sexual nature in what happened to the child based on DNA evidence. With all of that said, Judge Nagel did accept Gallahan's plea on both cases. According to the plea agreement, the murder charge has been dismissed, and it also amends 3 criminal abuse first-degree child under 12 charges to 3 criminal abuse second-degree offenses. He was sentenced today, and that was done via a waiver. So this could all be said and done in court on Tuesday, the 25th of November. The sentence is for 5 years to serve on counts 2 through 4 of the indictment for 3 criminal abuse second-degree offenses, which are all to run consecutive with one another. This will run consecutive to a separate Bell County indictment for trafficking, menacing, criminal mischief, tampering with physical evidence, resisting arrest, and a violation of an EPO. A 5-year sentence was recommended in those cases, giving him a total of 20 years. Those sentences would be concurrent to a federal case of 51 months in U.S. District Court regarding a charge of felon in possession of a firearm. You can see Judge Nagel here, for those who are watching what's going on our live stream. He was talking to the defense attorney. There was not much that either his public defender or his other defense attorney could say. No statements were made by Gallahan other than, yes, sir, no, sir. And yes, I am guilty. We will have the full court case up on our social media page shortly. Is this the closure that family and the public is looking for? Not according to some. McGullahan is expected to serve the full 20 years with credit for what he has already served in custody after being arrested when indicted. This may not be the closure that many people are looking for, but the case has come to a close. This is Brian O'Brien for 106.3 FM, the big one. We will be back here shortly with more live broadcasting apart from this case. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, I'm Rachel Collins, pharmacist at the MCHC Middlesboro Campus Clinic. Our pharmacy was built around patient convenience and designed for shorter wait times by using an automated filling machine. Plus, we can also dispense in unit dose pouches that aids in taking your medications. We're located just off our walk-in lobby and also offer a drive-through service. If you're worried about medication costs, we can help you access